From the mayor's office to the governor's mansion, local newspapers and magazines to the Wall Street Journal, a Richmond business is generating a lot of attention for its innovative programs, the lives it's transforming, and the relationships it's building. In tonight's Acts of Faith, we go shopping with Boaz and Ruth.
That is great. $8, can't beat it.
Chris Moss is a Boaz and Ruth regular.
They've got this great store, and there's treasures here.
She discovered the treasure trove shortly after moving to Richmond last year during an online search for used furniture.
When I went to their website, I was captivated by their mission statement because they help the people who have been incarcerated, who are looking for a second start.
Since its opening 3.5 years ago, the retail space has been the hub of a huge restoration. Formerly incarcerated men and women managing all aspects of the business, rebuilding their lives.
We wear hats here. Okay. They call me the eBay lady.
The store has been the catalyst for revitalizing the Highland Park economy.
1879, Northern Hartford.
It's a connector across diverse social, racial, and economic groups.
The essence of Boaz and Ruth is relationships.
Martha Rollins modeled the nonprofit after the biblical relationship in the book of Ruth.
We say in Boaz and Ruth that everybody's a Boaz and everybody's a Ruth, meaning everybody has gifts and everybody has needs.
The blessings, she says, come in the connections. Customers like Chris inspired to get on board.
And I volunteered probably hundreds of hours, and I love this place.
Relationships with community leaders and professionals who share their time, skills, and encouragement.
We hope to help people reestablish their dignity and their self-worth about themselves and realize that they have tremendous potential. There's a lot of things that they can do that they never dreamed that.
Relationships among the apprentices. They commit to work together in the year-long program. During classroom time and career development times, they address such issues as goal setting, conflict resolution. In diverse Boaz and Ruth enterprises, the apprentices learn skills that enable them to contribute to society and move towards self-sufficiency.
When you leave this program, you'll have a lot of trained skills and a lot of knowledge.
Boaz and Ruth founder Martha Rollins, wave Martha, is a finalist for a national award, the Purpose Prize for Innovative Community Programs. Representatives from Boaz and Ruth are here in our Call 12 Center tonight. If you can donate quality furnishings, if you have furniture you want restored or moved, if you'd like to volunteer or mentor, call 345-1212 this evening. Coming up new at 5:30, we'll introduce you to 3 people who've transformed their lives through Boaz and Ruth. Every week, thousands of men and women are released from state and federal prisons, hundreds from the Richmond City Jail. With few opportunities for reintegration, many revert to old habits and wind up back behind bars. In tonight's Acts of Faith, a local program that's breaking the cycle and transforming the lives of those involved. As training director Lloyd Price leads another group of Boaz and Ruth seekers to the Giles Street renovation site, project director Jim DeVito recalls his first venture to the Highland Park neighborhood years ago for potential real estate investments.
And I came about 5 blocks down Brooklyn Parkway and looked around. I said, and I turned around and left. I said, I'll never go back. Yeah.
Just months later, Jim came back to volunteer with Boaz and Ruth. That was 2 years ago.
God impressed in my heart to be here. This is my ministry, and I just love being here. It's a good ministry.
The retired contractor shares job and life skills with men who need to earn a new living and some who need a new place to live.
We hope that we can cut down the rate of recidivism and get these people back into society where they belong.
When Calvin Carter came to Giles Street, Jim saw his transformation.
When Calvin came, he was very cynical. He's not the man you see now.
In fact, Calvin wouldn't go into the house at first.
It was that bad, you know, I didn't think it was safe.
Not anymore.
If I didn't have a home of my own, I'd live in it. I'm happy with it.
He graduated from the program last October. He was released from prison. And since that time, he's become like my number 2. And so my goal for him is to make him a complete supervisor.
Wonderful, wonderful. Matter of fact, I was so taken by Jim in this house that I stayed on another year, you know, learn a little more because I have learned about electrical, plumbing.
Like Calvin, Veronica Kearns is another Boaz and Ruth graduate who stayed on. She came to the program after serving time for a series of DUI arrests. After a year in the program, her come into greater focus.
I no longer need the crutch, you know, because I have a source I can turn to 24 hours a day.
When people come to Boaz and Ruth, it's like coming home to a new family that loves and supports.
And that's something to shout about. The welcome mat is always out at Boaz and Ruth. It's located at 3030 Meadowbridge. They have regular tours and monthly community events. To learn about their upcoming Discovering Diamonds talent show, their moving, restoration, or catering services, if you'd like to volunteer, if you just want to shop for some quality used furnishings and accessories, call one of the representatives here tonight, 345-1212.